Right. So one thing I can try to do when solving probability problems is to think about what happens with the Venn diagram. So if I have mutually exclusive events, then I know that my Venn diagram has if I have mutually exclusive events, this is not what it looks like. With mutually exclusive, my two events do not intersect. So I have two open circles, and I could just fill in what my probability of A is. So here's A. My probability of B is 1/3. So if I want to find A union B, well, with mutually exclusive, I'm just adding those two things up because there is no intersection. That would give me 5/6. But if they're independent, well, I know if they're independent, then the probability of A intersect B is going to be probability of A times probability of B, which is going to be 1/2 times 1/3, which is 1/6. So now if I fill in my Venn diagram, I do have intersection. Okay, so now my intersection is 1/6. My whole probability of A is 1/2. So this has to be the rest to make up 1/2. I know 1/2 is 3 out of 6, so this part must be 2 out of 6. Probability of B is 1/3. 1/3 is the same as 2 out of 6, so this side must be 1 out of 6. So notice B, of course, is the whole circle. I could have used my calculator to find these also. So let's look here on my calculator. So if I know that my intersection was 1/6, I could have said that A is going to be 1/2 minus 1/6. Whoops. Go 2 so I can fill that in. And I get my 1/3. Well, 2/6 is the same as 1/3. So now if I want to find the probability of the union, I'm going to add up all my values. So 2 out of 6 plus 1 out of 6 plus 1 out of 6, 2, 3, 4 out of 6, or that could be reduced to 2/3. The other thing that I could have done is used the other formula in my formula booklet, which says probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus the probability of their intersection. So that would have been 1/2 plus 1/3 minus 1/6. Again, I could use my calculator for that. So let's go up here and take this. So I would have 1/2, and then let's insert plus 1/3. And I still get 2/3 or 4 out of 6. So either way, I could think about it with my Venn diagram, or I could use my formula, but first having to use my independence to get the intersect value.